brand new, effed around and found out grand champion. And man, I can't think of a guy more deserving. Innocent until proven guilty, but something tells me this Klingon-looking dude ain't very innocent. You may remember the Daiquiri Bar. Big mass shooting happened down there back on July 17th in downtown Jackson, Mississippi. 5 people were shot and injured. Another one was shot and killed inside the Daiquiri Bar. A young man by the name of Niger, spelled a way that you can be easily mispronounced, was killed. A man has been arrested by the Capitol Police. That's them jump out boys that we used to talk about a lot. That's them hashtag good guys win again. That's them Jacksonians are effing around and finding out there's a new sheriff in town. Jump out boys. Capitol Police. The people out there really, literally saving Jackson. Here's a story from WLBT. A man has been arrested in connection with a deadly bar shooting in Jackson. On July 17th, 5 people were injured. 1 person was killed in a shooting at the Daiquiri Bar located on West Capitol Street. Thursday, the Mississippi Department of Public Safety announced Capitol Police arrested 23-year-old Cleon Walker. Cleon, looking like a Klingon. He only got 2 vowels in his first name. That's rare for somebody with only 2 vowels in their first name. This is minimum of 4 or 5 vowel type behavior. This is section 430 type behavior right here. Anyway, he's been arrested in connection with the shooting. Walker has been charged with murder and 5 counts of aggravated assault. Just call him what he is, a damn mass shooter. He's a mass shooter. I was told that all these mass shooters look more like me. I was told they were all insurrectionist, MAGA supporting maggots. I was told they didn't look like this. Interesting what the media tells you versus what reality shows you. But these are the same people that tell you all their problems are brought to you by white supremacy, by systemic racisms, institutional poverty, institutional racism, infrastructural racism. Never will they just take the damn credit themselves and the accountability for the terror they've rained upon their own community with their terrible decisions. Terrible voting records. Continue to voting based solely on nothing but race. Whoever can pander the most to this demographic of people by telling them they're going to fight racisms the hardest. I'm going to fight racism 17% stronger than my opponent. Therefore, he's a racist and I'm not. Okay, can you count to 2? But I'm going to fight racism. Sold. And that's why cities like Jackson, Mississippi are in the shape they're in. They let people like Angelique Lee, who just got indicted on federal corruption charges, pled guilty. People like Chokwe Antar Lumumba, who allegedly is about to do the same thing. I don't think he'll plead, but he's allegedly going to get charged with federal corruption charges and get indicted. I could go on and on and on for the last 30 years, politicians in Jackson, Mississippi, who ain't about anything except enriching themselves and their minority set-aside partners that fund their campaigns. That's it. And that would be acceptable. Honestly, most people wouldn't have a problem with a little bit of corruption if they were remotely doing their job, if anywhere in Jackson, Mississippi was safe to go. But they don't do that. They ain't about that life. That would involve them actually doing something right for once. All this current generation of politicians, black for a living politicians in Jackson, Mississippi have done is decide to enrich themselves and their minority set-asides. And it's been at the expense of everybody else in the city. It's been at the expense of the water staying on, of the trash staying picked up, of the bodies staying out on the street, of Jackson now being the deadliest city in America per capita 2 out of the last 4 years, about to be 3 out of the last 4 years at this pace. Let's look and see how many murders have happened in Jackson so far in 2024. Let's go here. Only one city in the Tri-County area has its own dedicated link on WLBT for homicides. That's Jackson. It ain't Brandon. It ain't Pearl. It ain't Madison. It ain't Flowood. It ain't even Canton. And it deserves one. It's Jackson. It's in there 88 homicides for 2024. Let's see where we were at last year, the same time. Let's see. It's in the 88 today as of 9/23. They were at 100. They're 12 off the pace of last year. Now they'll tell you that's a big improvement. That's 12 less murders that we know of. And don't go giving them their roses just yet. There's still three months to go. 3 months and a week. 13 weeks left. Don't go giving them their roses yet. I still predict they finish with 120 homicides this year. That's the number. Guys, you got to avoid these type folks. Don't go places high concentrations of little young Democrats are going to be behaving badly. Just don't do it. Drive out here to Rankin County, spend your tax dollars. Drive up to Madison County, spend your tax dollars. But leave your Jackson trash in Jackson. Nobody wants to be around that. There's a bunch of great businesses in Jackson. They need to stay the hell away from those. Nobody wants to be around these people. Nobody. They weren't raised by parents. They were raised by check cashers who just spit them out of them for a check from the government for 18 years. That's it. Bet you $100 this dude ain't never met his father. Never. Y'all support me and do what I do so I can do what I do here. Get over to my website. You like my shirts, the Effed Around and Found Out shirts, the FAFO Champ. This is the Real American Hero edition. We got a brand new one. Just dropped yesterday. We got this one in black now too, by the way. The hoodie, now available by popular demand. But here's the brand new logo. The Mississippi Blackout Tag Edition. Available in hoodie and t-shirt. That's sweet. That's a sweet looking shirt. Represent the state and let them know you listen to the Clay Edwards Show with that FAFO and Clay Edwards Show on there. Look, man, that helped fund the operation so we can continue to make these videos and tell the truth, the uncensored, unbridled truth about what's going on. Nobody else can do it like I do it. Nobody else has got the balls to get on here and tell you what the real root cause of these problems is. It ain't white supremacy. It ain't institutional racism. It might be poverty, but that's not an excuse. Poverty is not an excuse for immorality. Being poor doesn't give you an excuse to go rob, steal, kill, and drug deal. Jesus was poor. Plenty of poor folks is good folks. This is an insult to poor people who don't have to resort to these type measures, this type behavior. Now check out my radio show every Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. It's streaming worldwide right here now on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter/X, whatever you want to call it. 2 hours a day. Most incendiary show in the United States. Can't watch it online? Listen to it here locally at 103.9 FM, WYAB. Get over to buyfafo.com. You see the scroll there on the bottom. Buyfafo.com. Support what I do. Thank you very much. And oh yeah, don't stop at gas stations in Jackson, Mississippi if you want to make it home for dinner tonight.